to look nice for your neighbors. So if you're growing in your front yard, you probably want to manage things a little bit better and pay attention to the aesthetics of it a little bit more.
Oh, a lot of it is quite beautiful.
Our approach to urban agriculture is that, you live in a city, you've chosen, to live in a city, and that means having to deal with your neighbors and having to, engage in the sort of back and forth that a city demands of us.
For folks here in Kansas City who would like to be more further informed on this subject of food sovereignty and sustainable agriculture, what do you suggest people might do to get more information or to get connected with what's going on?
I'm going to give a couple of resources. One of them is Kansas City Community Gardens, and I think that it's kccommunitygardens.org. Another one is cultivatekc.org. Kansas City Food Circle is another terrific resource. And then we are part of a 2-year campaign that's bringing together several organizations, Lincoln University Cooperative Extension, Cultivate Kansas City, and KC Community Gardens, and we are in a 2-year push to help people grow food in city neighborhoods. And that you can get... It's got a very basic website up, and it's getgrowingkc.org.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Did Saste want to say some more before you guys get off?
I'll hand him back to you. Hold on a minute.
All right.
Thanks for calling in, Saste. Did you want to add anything? That was pretty comprehensive.
Well, I just want to say, as far as food sovereignty is concerned, one of the workshops I'll be attending is the Panthers to Pitchforks workshop. It's going to be given by the Oakland Food Program, otherwise known as the Panthers, up here in California. And now their food program is part of the food sovereignty movement internationally, as an example of food sovereignty. So I'll be attending that, and I really look forward to getting into some of the conferences tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday.
All righty. And will you be attending any Occupy Oakland or Occupy San Francisco gatherings? The news is getting pretty hectic coming out of that west side over there.
Yeah, we put a call into the hotel last night before we flew in. They said things had calmed down. We got to Oakland. We walked around. We saw a little of the Oakland encampment. Now I'm over here in Occupy San Francisco, and we walked through the whole thing. We actually met a brother named Leo from Kansas City who just got out here about 9 months ago. He just moved out here, and so some people from Kansas City that moved out here to San Francisco to begin part of the Occupy movement. Okay,
all righty. Well, sure do hope you will keep us posted. And how long are you going to be out on the West Coast, Saste?
Till Tuesday.
Okay, so we'll most definitely...
If everything goes all right.
Okay. We'll link up when you get back. I understand you may be recording some things that we might be able to rebroadcast later.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to get the workshop, going to get some personal comments, and tie it right back into our movement there in Kansas City, and let people know how we can help with our food movement ourselves.
Okay, very good. I think Adenike has a question or comment.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, Sensei, if you would care to elaborate a little bit about the correlation between what is happening now with the Black Panthers and the history of the Black Panther movement there in California.
All right. One of the pieces that's missed about the Black Panthers when the media gets down to it, one of the 10-point plan was to have our land and grow our food and the issues with housing and so forth. But that first was the land and the food. The Feeding the Children program was a majority effort, and a lot of the other pieces that the media capitalized on and used to attack the members and basically shut down the basic community organizing. A lot of those people were people who weren't even part of the Panthers. A lot of them were plants, a lot of police adjutants. But the core program was food sovereignty, us controlling our community, controlling how our food comes in, and that's really what we want to hear about, is how to stay focused on your core mission and providing and controlling your food in the most trying of times.
Okay. All right. And we do have a short piece we're going to air after we finish our talk with you. Going back in the day, this was part of a speech given by Angela Davis not too long after she was released from prison, and her involvement with the Black Panther Party and for self-defense. And, you know, some things just haven't changed much, Saste. Movements to galvanize the strength and the collective energy of the people have been going on for decades and decades. So I like to reflect on what we went through. Maybe we can learn something from that we can use right now to help us stick together and foment some change. Saste, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
All right. Yeah.
I was waiting for the piece. Angela can say it a lot better than me. So.
All righty then. We will be in touch when you get back, and have a good time out there. Represent.
Okay, all works for the movement.
Right.
Represent.
And what?
All right.
Bye-bye. That was Saste Meta Mosley. And Catherine, tell me Catherine's name again. Adenike, I didn't write
Catherine Kelly from Cultivate Casey.
Okay. And you want to just sort of wrap up what we just heard?
So, you've been listening to Saste Meta Mosley, and he is live in Oakland, California for the conference 2011 for Food Justice, Honoring the Roots, Growing the Movement, taking back as much knowledge as he can glean back to the Kansas City community. We, with the MBOT organization, are working to help feed ourselves in the blighted areas of and food desert areas here in Kansas City. A food desert is an area where individuals are not able to get quality food, and so
the access is not there because the quality food's not there in the neighborhood.
Right, and so you may have a grocery store and that's there, but the prices are unreasonable for the quality that you're getting. And we do have a situation where we're suffering from that, and that, the high blood pressure, the diabetes, strokes, cancers, are related to what we put in our mouth. And if we're not able to get access to food that is providing the nutrients that we need to heal ourselves, then we're going to be in that state of blighted, dismal situations. And we're actually taking advantage of the areas in the community that are blighted, and that the vacant lots where there's demolition of buildings, and buildings that have been abandoned, and actually taking over those buildings, using that land. Instead of cutting grass, grow food. And you can even grow into the winter with greenhouses and other kinds of initiatives where you can preserve the food. But actually, in even growing with aquaponic bunk beds, you can actually grow food and fish within the building structure. So just imagine changing your home situation where you have a home-based business now. You can put a sign out and people can walk up to your house and you can actually make an income for yourself and expand on an entrepreneurial initiative instead of being in a state of unemployment.
Yes, and it's all about self-determination and self-help, isn't it?
Exactly, exactly. Doing for yourself and for your community.
Because God bless the child is God is
that.
All righty. We're going to take a break right now. When we come back, we'll continue our discussion. You're tuned to 90.1 FM.